Self-empowerment. What does it mean? Well, it really truly means to be powerful within yourself. And that, my friends, when it comes to changing your life, changing your lifestyle, changing the circumstances, changing the future, changing the inevitable for a lot of people, which is aging ungracefully, getting, pains and problems and getting overweight and getting fat and all of these things that happen to a lot of people as they get older. Self-empowerment and having the power over yourself can slow that process down. It can change a lot of things. Because when you're talking about self is ultimately the controller of you. You are the master of your domain. The issue is that for the most part, most of you don't know about your own self. You know maybe what you want. You might know what it is that, where you want to go and what you'd like to see for the future. But the question is, do you actually know how to get it? And unfortunately, there are thousands and thousands and thousands of people on the road trying to sell you their idea of what you want or what you need to get there. And the problem with that is, how do you know that they know? How do you know that they understand you? And how do you know they understand you when you might not truly even understand yourself? If you want to be successful, you need to understand where you are. Obviously, you probably know where you want to go. You may have a vision of that. You may have a vision board on your wall that says, this is what I want to look like. And people laugh at you and say, oh my God, you want to look like her? As if. And in a way, it frustrates you because it's exactly what you want and you're willing to do the work. You're willing to work hard, commit yourself, and maybe you've done that many, many times before. Inevitably, however, you don't get to look like that, and you think to yourself, well, it's not possible. I've tried hard, I've tried everything. I've listened to all these people, I've listened to the gurus, I've been on the internet, I've seen what they've said on Google, I've read books, I've listened to podcasts, and I've checked out all the social media people telling me the things that I need to do. And the reality is that who knows what you need to do when they don't know you? So there is that fact. You ultimately need to know yourself. And this is what self-empowerment really means. You need to know yourself. Granted, to know yourself, to know anything in your life, you will have had to been taught. Your parents taught you how to brush your teeth. A driving instructor taught you how to drive a car. And when people teach you things that are sound and honest and integral, you learn if you apply yourself and you follow. I don't know anyone who's got a driver's license who then has to go back 10 years later to learn how to drive a car because they know how to drive a car. They've been educated. I don't know anyone who, after the age of 20, is wondering why they're brushing their teeth, because they do that because they have value. They value their teeth and they want to keep them in their mouth till the day that they die. They've seen their grandparents, laughing and losing their false teeth under the floor, and they say, that's not what I want. These things are instilled in us and part of our lifestyle because we were taught those things. And now, of course, we make the decision of what we want to do because we value ourselves and we value the things that those provide us. But the biggest concern in life, you can go to university and become a doctor if that's what you want. The path is clear. You just need to know what you want. You call the university and ask them, what do you need? And they tell you, this is what you must do. And you say, okay. And then if you're so inclined to be a doctor, you will follow the requirements, whether that's 5 years or 7 years or whatever it is, and you do it. And in the end, you're not surprised if you're a doctor because you've worked for that. But it's funny when it comes to health, when it comes to wellness, when it comes to self-esteem and confidence, when it comes to self-love and self-respect, so many people fail because they're not taught how to be that way. They haven't been taught. And I don't want to get into the reasons why people aren't taught, but needless to say, there's a huge amount of money being made on people who have no idea what they're doing, called ignorance. And when someone's ignorant, it's kind of like, let's call an ignorant person, which is not a bad word. I'm not saying someone's stupid. Ignorance just means that you're not educated. So let's say ignorance is being blind. And when a blind person wants to get somewhere, they have to put their arm out and grab onto another person's arm and trust that the person that is leading them in the right direction. But there are a lot of people out there in this society and in this world who are grabbing the blind man's arm and leading them places where the person who's doing the leading doesn't even really know where they're going. And they're only leading them not because they really care, but because they want the money. I haven't seen a bigger business in the world aside from health and wellness and all the money that it makes. People that want to be different and really care to be different and value their life, let's say, who know nothing, they don't know anything. They just need to trust someone. They're like people who are susceptible to those others who say, I can help you. And when it comes to this industry, it's like people know enough to convince you that you need to try something. And they look at people like that as ATM machines. Just tell you the right kind of words, and all of a sudden you open up and hit the buttons on the keypad and spit out money. It's a multi-trillion-dollar business, all the way from the pharmaceutical corporations selling drugs, pills, medicines, and the whole nine yards, to every single thing on the market. Every kind of diet, every kind of pill, every kind of powder, everything is designed solely for people who don't know any better. And they think this is what's going to save them. Because people, if they feel good, oh my God, if I just lose 10, 15 kilos, I'll be happy, I'll be confident. No, you won't. Confidence doesn't come because you lose weight. Confidence comes because you love and respect your own self, your character, your value, your ethics, the morals, who you are as an individual. Can you imagine, just this silly story, but can you imagine if in the very end of it all, you know, when we die, we go to heaven and God is standing there at the gates and looking at you and saying, well, you're 40 kilos overweight, so off you go to hell. Because he's judging you based on how you look? No one's judging you on how you look except people in our society. They've become the judge and jury of who's good and who's not. So first of all, I understand the peer pressure, but you can't get involved in that. You can't believe in that. Your self-worth is not tied up in how you look. It's tied up in who you are. Now, health is tied up in how you look, and you should want to be healthy. Healthy takes the one life that you have and reduces the risks of disease and sicknesses and illnesses. It reduces the risk of having knee problems and back problems and having trouble walking. So obviously, as you get older, it'd be nice to play with your grandchildren. It'd be nice to be able to do things and be more active longer. You know, go traveling and enjoy and have fun. These are great things to do, but you can't do these things if you're flat on your back, you know, with tubes in your nose, getting oxygen, and you're struggling to survive. There has to be, in every single person, an ability to look and listen and think, this doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. But if you don't know any better, then even if it doesn't make sense, well, you know, Sally did it and she lost weight, so I want to do it too. Just because someone else did it, you know, just because one person does it, all of a sudden everyone starts following. But then you got to look at, you know, what happened to the first person and look at their life 20 years down the road. Bottom line is, it's not about pills or powders or diets or surgeries or all of these things. It's about you It's about your strength that comes right out of here. And it's a scary thing. It's scary to rely on yourself and have to dig inside yourself and ask yourself, what is holding you back? Why am I not committed? Why am I not motivated? Why can't I keep it up? Oh my God, please just give me a diet that works super, super fast because I just can't stay long in anything. So please, is there a diet that I can do for 2 weeks that'll make me drop 20 kilos? Please, come on, you know better. It's not possible. I put a post up recently, and the post said, lose 40 pounds in 11 days. So that's about 20 kilos in 11 days. And I actually had people saying, yeah, sign me up. Sign you up? Sign you up to what? That's garbage. It's a lie. It's not possible. Even if someone punches you in the mouth and wires your mouth shut and you have to drink out of a straw for the next 6 weeks, I don't think you're going to lose 20 kilos. But even if you do lose 20 kilos, you didn't lose 20 kilos of fat. So don't think that's something to be proud of, because all that will happen is you'll just lose all that muscle tissue and you'll start to sag and your skin will be horrible and all of that kind of stuff. You'll look good in clothes, to others, but underneath it all, you know better. So forget confidence and self-esteem. You won't even take your clothes off in front of your partner at that point in time. And then because you've lost all that weight and all your skin is now sagging, you'll have to go to a plastic surgeon and do surgery and tighten it all up. So you'll have scars on your arms, scars on your legs, scars around your waist. If you're a woman and you have breasts, you'll have scars all over your breast, probably because of the lift that you'll have to do. And then God forbid you are like that, then you don't want to take off your clothes in front of anyone because you'll look like Frankenstein's, patient. This is not necessary. This is not how to do things. You can do it properly, but it just takes time. When's the last time you ever saw a farmer plant the seeds in the fields? On Saturday morning, he spends the whole day planting seeds, and on Sunday, he goes out to look to see if anything has grown. No, it doesn't happen because he's smart enough to realize that it takes time. Time is the answer. Time and consistency, Keep watering the plants, keep making sure it gets the sunlight, maybe fertilize it with good stuff, and time will unveil itself and you will see the product in the end. A finished product for you being healthy is that where you have a healthy mind, a healthy respect for yourself, healthy thoughts and process and confidence and self-esteem. And then everything else is healthy. Your heart, your liver, your kidneys, your organs, your bones, your joints. This is what it's all about. It is not about weighing a certain weight and wearing a certain size. That's just walking around with a mask. You know how many people walk around looking like they look okay, but underneath they're destroyed? And if you think I'm kidding, why do you think there's so many things on the market today that are made available for people? Why, when I was growing up, people weren't getting their lips done, their bum done, their hips done, their arms done, their eyes done, their face done, fillers here, fillers there. I mean, who's real anymore? It's tough to be proud of something that we do that isn't done by work. Self-development is developing yourself from the inside out. Your mind, your body, all the things that's in between: confidence, self-esteem, self-love, self-respect, and doing it the right way. And if you do that from the beginning, your life and the future of your life will be better. Not better, it'll be great. Not only will you be proud of yourself for making the effort, but you'll be proud of the results that you've gotten. And you won't compare those to other people, because those aren't comparable to other people. In the society, maybe they'll tell you it is, but it's not that way. No one's sitting in your house at 11 o'clock at night when you're lying in bed with your eyes open and it's pitch black in your room and you're thinking about how you are about yourself, how your body looks. No one's telling you you're good or bad or nothing, only you. There's no comparisons there. If you don't feel good with who you are, that's you. That's not anyone else talking to you. And if you say to yourself, I need to wake up, I need to do something, I have to commit, and then the next morning you wake up and you forget all about that and you look for some quick sort of quick fix thing just to kind of jump out of the situation that you're in so that you can feel better. It's not coming. As a matter of fact, it's the worst thing that you can do, because every time you jump on a quick fix bandwagon and it doesn't work, you just keep reminding yourself that you can't do it. You're not good enough. I've seen far too many people walk in the door who want to change, and they want to see themselves in a better position, but they just don't believe they can do it. And so they get desperate. And desperation is the wrong thing. When you're desperate, you do anything. When you do anything, it's never going to work. It's like when you panic. When you panic, you never make the right decisions. When you're desperate, you don't make the right decisions either. And inevitably, you just end up going down the wrong path. Listen, self-development might be something that you don't want to listen to. Maybe you don't like what I'm telling you, maybe because what I'm telling you is the truth. But if you don't face the truth at some point in your life, you're going to be walking down the same road repeatedly, and you're not going to succeed. And that's no joke. Okay? Nothing is more important in your life. As I said, who you are, your character, those things. And if you want to maximize your life and make it the best that you possibly can, you have to use what God gave you right up in here. You've got to educate this, open yourself up, and find yourself someone that you can trust, a partner when it comes to this, someone who knows how to help you. And then you have to buy into that, believe in that person, believe in what they're telling you, believe in the system, and then just do the time. Just walk forward day after day, doing the right things. And I swear to you, I promise you, I can tell you right now, I know, after 38 years of being in business and sharing this principle or philosophy with people, those who follow, who consistently follow, don't have to be perfect, because perfection is not something that we're after. Consistency, yes. For everyone who's ever done what I'm telling you, consistently followed, 100% of people have succeeded. Now, afterwards, they have to maintain that. And that's still about learning and realizing that to be your best self and to develop your lifestyle and health is a lifestyle. Brushing your teeth every day, showering every day, washing every single day. You don't look at your watch and say, oh, I've been doing it for 20 years. Do I have to keep brushing my teeth? Do I keep having to have a shower? Yes, you do. You need to take care of yourself. And on that note, do not get frustrated and turn your nose down to understanding about self-development. It is the key and cornerstone to developing you and the life that you actually want to live.